Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Coach Locksley told me just a few moments ago, he told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Terrapins ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. Onto the field for the first time is Wayman Jordan. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, they always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I don't think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The Terrapins offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And heading onto the field is DeJuan Williams. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll get rid of it, and he avoids the sack. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the formula. All of a sudden, they're starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
Third and long coming up. Moving the pocket, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's tilting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Hits inside. It's Jordan. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Out wide right. It's Anderson. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. In the backfield, it's Durham. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Washington. Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, it's Jordan. Pass to 6. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw on 1st. Williams open on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. The Trojans will hustle to the line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. You want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the... Not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down and goal.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Sets his feet. It's Maiava. Williams on the screen. After the filthy move, he's got room. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Southern Cal. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Terrapin sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They give it to him again. They put the brakes on him.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On the move. He'll pull it down. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for a man. It's Maiava. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Holly Rowe has an update.
On the Maryland sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks. Like, hey, defensive line, you want to give me some sacks?
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to get started. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got an alley. Got the first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Between the hashes, it's Anderson. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right side, it's Bowman. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Touchdown, USC! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Snagged on the outside, it's Howard. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 2nd down. On play action. Extending the play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is in the air. Searching for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needs.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing game.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Washington. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Maryland uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Second down to the air. That's caught. It's Bowman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 15 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's Northwestern able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Terrapins head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this has been a concern all along, going to the West Coast with a time zone change for all of these players. But he says his team is going to handle the second half much better. They talked about some simple plans to execute, change things. He refuses to blame it on the time zone change. He said, we just have to wake up and do our jobs. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Rid of it on the RPO. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Danzy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Washington. Finds his target.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Smith. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith takes the handoff. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Webb. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, it's Washington. On the run, fires downfield. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Drops back on 1st down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Trying to move them on the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the air, it's Washington. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Quick give. It's Williams. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. The give is to Williams. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Washington. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps. He's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. He's looking to throw. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try the counter. Just smothered on the play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Jordan. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. RPO complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught behind the line. It's Webb. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Finds his man.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that